Welcome back to the Black Hills and Eastern Railroad, everybody. Today we are continuing with this sound installation, sound and DCC, for this Athearn ready-to-roll SD40-2 or SD40T-2 locomotive from Athearn's ready-to-roll series. I bought this locomotive several years ago, and I'm just now getting around to the sound install. So I had to do just a tiny little bit of research here before I get started here. I'm going to tin the pads on the speaker here and the pads on the locomotive. According to Soundtraxx's documentation here that comes right with the packaging. So at this point I've tinned all my joints, meaning basically I've just heated the joint and applied some solder so that when I'm ready to actually make the joint, that all I have to do is heat the two surfaces and join them together. I've got purple wires soldered up to the speaker here. I've got tinned on the Athearn motherboard here, pins number 20 where the black wire will go and 16 where the blue wire will go. And that's pretty much it for this, besides plopping the decoder on there. I should mention that I've got some double stick tape here that I'm going to attach the current keeper in this location, and then I'm going to put the sugar cube speaker inverted inside of the cab. That's about all there is to it, guys. I've got my double-sided tape fixed here underneath the current keeper. I have the current keeper wired into the blue wire to pin 16 on the Athearn motherboard. I have the black wire to pin 20, as George Bogatiuk put it. And then I have the speaker wired to S+, the brown wire over here to the, I guess, maybe the lower terminal, the positive terminal on S+ on the Athearn board here. S- goes to the negative connection on the speaker itself. So I think we're ready to plug the decoder in here and see what we've got. And speaking of plugging that decoder in, you see there's a blank spot here on the bottom side of the motherboard, or the decoder's board, and that's obviously, so we got 21 pins here. We've got a pin missing on this corner. That's where that blank is going to go. Fit that down snugly. Fits over the wires and smashes them down a little bit. Kind of helps to keep them in place. And we're going to go over to the programming track. So I guess the only real complaint that I would have here is this odd blue light that's coming through the dynamic brake fan here. Probably just put a little piece of poster putty or something over that to tamp that down. And now we've got the second unit wired in, and we're powering it up. So while I had the coupler boxes off of this engine, I decided to replace, as I most always do, with Kadee couplers. I'm using a whisker coupler here. I tried that. That's a little short. I'm going to end up installing that on the rear end. And then the regular number 5 I'll install in the front end of the other engine. Those centering springs that you see at the right kind of the picture here are a little clue as to materials we're going to use for a project coming up. So stay tuned for that. And we're going to keep reassembling locomotives here. So I had a quick change in plans here. I decided after a little bit of trial and error that those number 5 couplers were not going to be long enough to get the opposing car engine to clear the snowplow on the front pilot of the engine here. So we're going to go ahead and with a regular set, a longer shank coupler. I'm not sure what model this is, but you can see the difference here that that shank is quite a little longer that we're going to use on that pair in front. We'll use these on the front end of both these tunnel motors here. Using still long regular couplers, number 5 couplers, or clones of them on the rear. Those seem to work fine. So here's where we've reached the point where we're going to pull the pin on this particular episode. Thanks for watching. Leave us a comment about any tunnel motors, Athearn ready to roll, or otherwise tunnel motors that you may have on your roster. If you like the content here, smash that like button, subscribe for more, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.